Hello and welcome to the 162 in Arlington podcast. Today we're going to be discussing the Rangers taking 2 out of 3 from the Guardians. First 2 games, very fun. Last game, not so much fun. But I think you'll still take 2 out of 3 from a pretty decent Guardians team, right? Yeah, for sure. Um, I think we're going to kind of discuss the series and then talk about the injury stuff that's been going on, and then kind of talk about the 3 series coming forward before the All Star break. Only 3 series left, which is crazy. It just kind of snuck up on us. Um, so we'll start with Game One. It's Parker Messick versus the Rangers, kind of bullpen day with Chris Paddock, who was only signed for one day, is making the bulk inning start. Parker Messick was nasty, like really nasty early on. I mean, his fastball was just getting by hitters, and they could not square up the fastball until Josh Young hits a double, and then the Rangers are able to get him around there. Josh Young had a really nice series showing some power, which was great to see. And then the Chris Paddock just did such a great job limiting the damage. He allowed a lot of hits, 7 hits, but he went 4 innings and, like I said, limited the damage very well. Thank you for your service, Chris Paddock. He was only there for one day, but I mean, he really did a nice job to keep the Rangers in the game and give them enough length to win the game. Um, and then what happened in this game? Yeah, we get Evan Carter got 2 hits off Messick, right? Or no, 1 hit against Messick, 1 against another lefty reliever. But that was great to see him getting 2 hits. Again, Josh Young with a great series. Jake Berger with the RBI in the top of the 6th. Robbie Alstrom navigates some traffic, and then in the 7th inning was the first of one of their big innings where Cam Cauley gets a triple. Um, Man, he has some crazy speed, and we got to see that on this triple. Did a nice job there. Obviously, didn't have a great series, but it's his first 3 games. But you definitely see the potential if he can kind of be that doubles hitter, like hit the gaps and stuff like that. Again, and then Nicky Lopez has been so clutch for this team, comes through. Justin Foskey has been so good against lefties, he comes through. Jacob Junis with a rough outing to allow another run. It feels like he's getting a little tired. It feels like he's been used up a lot, and he's starting to kind of get tired from it. And then the Rangers put up 2 more runs in the 9th. Another great double from Justin Foskey as he continues to hit lefties. And then Jacob Latz shuts it down, just being the dog that he is. And apparently he's going to have like a walk-up song, right? Now for
Yeah,
the 9th?
for this homestand, yeah.
Yeah. He leads the league in saves, or I think all of MLB in saves, or no, just American League. Sorry, he leads all American League in saves for the month of June. So I definitely think he deserves to be an All Star, and I hope he
11
does.
saves.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, just this game, Justin Foskey continued to hit lefties. We got Josh Young with a nice day, and yeah, Nicky Lopez doing it, Evan Carter doing it. It was another one of those great team wins that we've been seeing. We saw during that 6 game winning streak, like just some great team baseball.
Yeah, there was no slug in this game, really. It was just like, okay, like a lot of rallies, a lot of, like, just doing the situational hitting, which is just great to see. Carter, doing his thing. Like, what I've said about Carter a lot is if he beats the ground into the left side of the infield, it's probably a hit because he's just that damn fast. So, if he doesn't have to really try to hit lefties, he just needs to like put it in play, which is what we haven't been seeing. And then, yeah, Foscue has been great against lefties. He's been that kind of that guy against lefties. He's pretty much completely replaced Sam Haggerty, which is it's nice to see. And yeah,
Yeah, for
Young with a
sure.
great day, and nice to see him have some power against lefties because he struggled with lefties recently. So nice to
Yep.
see.
Yeah, for sure. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I think obviously a lot of injuries have happened, and we're going to discuss that in a little bit. But it comes down to the situational hitting at the end of the day. If the Rangers can get those situational hits when they need it the most, they're going to be fine with dealing with these injuries. I really do think that. So yeah, I think that's all for game one. I think game two is a very similar story. I'll let you go on that one. Just a great team win.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, pretty much the exact same. Just Cleveland put up two in the first against DeGrom on a homer, and after that he was locked down. I mean, that's the best I think I've seen DeGrom in a Rangers uniform. He was nasty. His fastball was electric. Maybe the Heat had some play on that. I don't know, but his fastball was electric. He was locating his slider and his changeup whenever he wanted. He was throwing his slider 95, which was crazy. Um, yeah, and then the offense, it wasn't anything special, but they did enough, and that's all you can really ask for. Knowing that this offense isn't great, that if you're going to put up 4 runs, 5 runs consistently, you'll take them.
Yep, we got Jock Peterson homering again, which was great to see. He had a curveball out, which is something he hasn't really been doing.
Out to
Yeah,
left field.
yeah, that's pretty great. Maybe the Heat was playing a part in that, but it was great to see him hitting some power the opposite field and on a curveball, which most of his homers are on fastballs. Yeah, another great day for Young. Obviously, they get a run on the Cooper Ingle throwing the ball into the stands. That's just crazy. Um, you'll never see that, but Young hit the homer anyway, so the Rangers would have won, which is a
They
good
would have
part.
won anyway, which is the
Yeah,
best.
and they would have used the same guys. Peyton Gray with the great outing. I think he may have leapfrogged Junis just for the fact that Junis is just being used so much.
Yeah,
I
and he
think
has
he's
more
probably that
strikeout
second.
stuff. He has more strikeout stuff than Junis.
Yeah, the location is a lot better. I think that's what it is. And then Lats with another great ninth inning. Yeah. So yeah, another great team win. Degrom really was nasty, like you
Yeah,
said.
like that's the best I think I've seen DeGrom.
Yeah, the changeup was working really well. Yeah. Okay, going to game three. Um, this was not a good start for Mackenzie Gore. He did a nice job to get through 5 innings and keep the Rangers in the game, kinda. Um, but that's like he just didn't have command of his breaking pitches. I didn't really watch this game kind of after Gore gave up the 5 runs, or watch his start very closely after Gore gave up the 5 runs. But when he gave up the 5 runs, it was because his breaking pitches and off-speed pitches were not being thrown for strikes, and that meant he just had to come right at the Guardians hitters with fastballs, and David Fry crushed one, and all the other Guardians hitters were crushing it. And that was the main culprit for the Rangers losing this game. Obviously, Colwyn and Winston Santos had to pitch in this game. You know, Rangers were down 5-3. You could have argued if they went with, I don't know, maybe Junis and Peyton Gray, they could have kept it 5-4 and then who knows 5-3 and then like who knows what happens after that. But I do think you need to give your guys a rest day, because they got to play Thursday as well, and you much rather have them for the Tiger series now. Yeah, Colwyn hasn't been great this year, but I don't know who you have much better in AAA. I'd have to go look. I do still believe in his stuff. It's just the location is really off.
I mean,
Winston Santos makes his debut.
that's literally every Rangers bullpen
Yeah,
piece. It's they have great stuff, but they can never locate it.
yeah, or like just prospect. Like it
Yeah,
was the same thing with Santos. Great stuff, but can't locate. He needs a lot of developing still. And then for the offense, we got guys were on base, but they couldn't get them in, and that's why I said like acclimating injuries to this offense as an excuse I don't take, because it all comes down to can they just get the situational hits. And like Jake Berger they went 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position, left 9 on base. They had a lot of base runners on, and like who knows if they score more in the first 6 innings, maybe the Rangers have the lead, and then they go to their A guys, and they could have closed it out. Who knows? Um, but great day for Duran. Jake Berger did not have a great series, which worries me. We all know Jake Berger can go on these bad streaks, and this would be the worst time for him to go on a bad streak. So I hope that doesn't stick. Um, yeah, I think to. Do you got anything else on this game?
uh, not really. It's just like I said, if your offense is going to consistently put up 4 to 5 runs, you're fine with it. Could they have scored more? Yes, but like this offense is so inconsistent. If they're going to put up 4 or 5 runs, then it's on the pitching to hold them below 4 or 5 runs.
Yeah,
Because, like, you give up 5, it's over. Like, your offense ain't coming back from that. I don't care what team it is. Like, most offenses aren't coming back from that.
yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, that also shows the low margin of error the Rangers are working with, but it is what it is. I think to kind of transition to the injuries, Cam Cauley played center field, and then when Joey Cantillo got taken out for a righty, Josh Smith got subbed in for him, who is now on the team for Corey Seager, going on the IL. Um, the point blank, you need Nimmo back. You need Brandon Nimmo back. You are not in a spot right now where you can afford to have Josh Smith getting regular at bats against righties. Like, you are just not in a spot where that can happen. Smith clearly needs to be in AAA, figuring some things out. He is just not. He's not good with runners in scoring position. Not great defensively. He's got things he needs to figure out. You know, I love Josh Smith, but it's clear he's got things he needs to figure out. Again, like I said, um, I'd rather have Cam Cauley playing against righties over him, to be honest, just for what Cauley brings defensively. I know he wasn't good defensively this series, but we know what he can bring. I just hope Brandon Nimmo's back Thursday. I don't know what the updates are on him. Um, but the Rangers need Nimmo back in the lineup because one, he works good at bats, and the Rangers could use a guy like that in their lineup. But also, you can't have Josh Smith taking regular ABs.
I also don't know what was up with Carter because you could have pinch hit Carter there for Cauley, and I would have liked it more.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe this was just like a scheduled day off for him.
Maybe. And then
Yeah, I
also
mean,
later in the game when Foskew's facing the righty, you could have
yeah,
pinch hit Carter there as well.
yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, so I wonder what. I guess Carter was just getting a scheduled day off, and with the Rangers down, I guess they just said we'll run it with Foscue.
And he
Um,
got the hit.
yeah, but yeah, we're hoping for Nimmo back, right? We
Yeah.
need Nimmo back. Um, I think the last thing to talk about the Seager injury. You want to go first with the Corey Seager injury? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, like I wasn't really that frustrated. I was a little frustrated in 25. I wasn't that frustrated in 24 because going into this season, even we said both of us said you're gonna have to expect this guy to be out for a third of the season. But when he is on the field, expect him to produce a lot. Like that's what we said. And so far, it's been he's not produced, and then he gets injured, and he comes back, and he finally finds it, and we start seeing like the guy we know, and then he gets injured again, and it's been this is third time on the IL, and it's been like constant. He comes back from Kansas City, and he comes back in Kansas City, finally starts waking up, and then he gets a concussion because he wasn't running hard enough, and it's like stuff like that, like, and it's frustrating, but like I understand it, but at the same time, it's like you're gonna trade Corey Seager, who probably right now has no trade value because people are too worried about his injuries. He hasn't hit well this year, but also it's Corey Seager. I mean, if he can't stay healthy, you're getting a great bat. So it's like,
Yeah, I think you're referring to all the trade stuff that's been going on. I doubt the Rangers can trade Seager. He's got like so many years left on his contract, a lot of money. I don't think this is something the Rangers can do, like trading him. I do think Rangers fans have a right to be frustrated with Seager this year because the production hasn't been there. The injuries, I think people saying that like Seager just doesn't care and he's going on the injured list on purpose and stuff like that is just like not true. See,
he
we know
wouldn't be
when
in the
Seager
big leagues if he
signed.
didn't care.
Yeah, we knew. I mean, we knew when Seager signed that he had injury problems. You know, so that's a thing. And also, I'm still not giving up on Corey Seager. I hope he can come back after the All Star break or something and start start hitting the ball well again. Because we got Nicky Lopez and Zeke Durant playing shortstop mainly, and I don't know. They've been great this year, but how long can they keep it up? Cam Cauley, we don't know about. So I'm still not giving up hope on Seager. I don't think a right Corey Seager changes this team a lot. And I'm still not. It's been 50 games, so I'm still holding out hope for it. But I do think 100% people have a right to be frustrated with Seager being off the field and not producing.
I'd say the same thing about Langford.
I mean, but Langford's been producing, but yeah, Langford not being on the field does suck, and he needs to take a chill pill around the bases.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, healthy Corey Seager, healthy Wyatt Langford, that changes this lineup a lot.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
we don't. Yeah, but I mean, again, the guys who have came in for those guys have been productive enough to where you don't miss their presence in the lineup. I mean, you definitely miss the presence in the lineup, but because the way it's just like Seager's slumping, and even in that Blue Jay series, man, you could see they still don't want to pitch to him.
Yeah, yeah. His presence in the lineup changes a lot.
Yeah, because like it's like he's not hitting, but they still almost every time don't throw him a strike.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. But yeah, that's basically our thoughts on the Corey Seager injury stuff. Let us know what you guys think about it. So now the Rangers are going to face to close out the All Star break, facing the Tigers, Angels, and Astros. They are all three teams under 500. The Tigers are 38 and 49. The Angels are 36 and 51, and the Astros are 43 and 46. So all three teams under 500. We know Rangers have not been good against. Oh, sorry. We know the Rangers have not been good against teams under 500 this year. But specifically, these three teams have been like the teams the Rangers have played worse against. I believe against the Tigers, Angels, and Astros, the Rangers are 3 and 10 this year. 3 and 10. That is just so bad. So I hope that this Wednesday is not a momentum killer and they can keep it going. They are Evaldi on the mound today against Framber Valdez. Rangers against Framber, you're either going to get one or one. They either hit him really well or they don't. So I don't know what the Rangers are going to get, especially with their hamstrung lineup right now. Rocker against Jack Flaherty, and then Casey Mize versus Rangers haven't decided a Sunday starter, but I expect it to be Cal Quantrill. So yeah, let's see. We just hope the momentum keep going because the 6-game winning streak was so fun to watch, and I just hope it can keep going.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's our thoughts on this Guardian series. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you after the Tiger series.